السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. سعد بن أبي وقاص بطل القادسية. سعد بن أبي وقاص was the hero. Okay. بطل means hero. القادسية it's a place. It was a place in Iraq. Okay. بطل means hero. أمر الخليفة عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله تعالى عنه commanded سعد بن أبي وقاص. He ordered سعد بن أبي وقاص to lead. أن يقود means to lead, to command جيش المسلمين, to lead the Muslim soldiers. Alright. لقتاله, for what? For a battle. لقتال means a battle against the Persian soldiers. Force means Persian soldiers. لقتال means for the battle. عمر ibn al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala who ordered Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas to lead the Muslim soldiers to fight against the Persian soldiers. Then he led, Sa'd led رجاله, his soldiers, إلى أن وصل القادسية. Then he led the Muslim soldiers towards Qadisiyah. Qadisiyah was a place in Iraq. وأقام, then he camped, okay, camped, camped, or established or built his muaskar. He built his camp, or he camped بينها وبين, in front of. بينها وبين means in front of. In front of where? فرع صغير, in front of a small little branch من نهر الفرات, of the Furat river في العراق, in Iraq. So where he established or built his military camp, he built his military camp. Muaskar means military camp, in front of a little branch of the river named Furat, which was in Iraq. وأرسل, then he sent, he sent وفدا, a delegate, a group, a team, إلى Yazdegerd, okay, or Yazdegerd. He was the Kisra al-Furs. He was the king of the Persia. Okay, Kisra, it was the title of the king of Sassanid Empire. All right, whoever would be the king of Sassanid Empire, he would call as Kisra, like Pharaoh. Okay, there was plenty of Pharaoh, not only one single Pharaoh. So Pharaoh is the was the title of the king of Egypt. Like Kisra was the title of any king in the place Persia or Sassanid Empire. يدعوه. So when he sent a team to the king of the Persia, يدعوه, they call him, they invited him. يدعوه means they invited him. إلى الإسلام, to Islam. They invited the king of the Persia to accept Islam. إلى أنه رفض, but he refused. رفض means he refused. وهدد, then he threatened. He refused and threatened. هدد يهدد means threatening. He threatened the Muslims بأن, that, what was the threat? The threat was that قائده, his commander, his army commander Rustum will سوف يدفنهم. Rustum will bury them down. Rustum will crush them. Rustum will kill them. Rustum will kill all the Muslims. جميعا. دفن يدفن means crushing, burying, killing. في خندق, where he will crush them, where he will kill the Muslims, where he will bury the Muslim. في خندق. خندق means trench, Trench, or ditch, Ditch, the ditch of Qadisiyah. He will kill the Muslims in the trench of Qadisiyah. Rustam was the commander of the Persian army. Okay. كان رستم يعرف قوة المسلمين. Rustum knew, he had idea about the strength of the Muslims, وشدتهم في الحرب, and their boldness and the strength of the Muslims. So Rustam knew about the boldness and the strength of the Muslims in the battlefield, how strong they had been, the Muslims. ويتمنى, then he hoped. تمنى means he hoped or he looked for. أن يعرف, he wanted to find a way. طريقة means a way. He wanted to find out a way, an option تمنعهم, to avoid, to prevent the Muslims, or to escape, or to prevent the Muslims, or to avoid the fight against the Muslims. As Rustam knew very well how strong the Muslims had been in the battlefield. That's why he wanted to find out a way to escape the fighting. He wanted to find out a way to avoid the fighting against the Muslims. فسأل, then he uh, asked, called Sa'ad. He called Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas. Rustam asked Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas to send him. يبعث means to send him. رسولا, to send him a representative. يناقش, for discussion. Rustam asked Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas to send a Muslim representative for having a discussion where Arifu, and he wanted to know, Rustam actually wanted to know from uh, Sa'ad bin Abi Waqqas, matalib al-Muslimin, the, desire, actually demands of the Muslim. What is the demand? What do you want, Muslim? That was his question. What do you want? Matalib means matlab, matalib, the demand, the desire, the plan. ولم تكن مطالب المسلم, the Muslim demands were not that much. لم تكن means no, that was not. The Muslims' desire was not كثيرا, that much. They didn't want many things. غريبا, they didn't want weird things from the Persian soldiers. Okay, there was nothing was big. Nothing big was there. Nothing. Their demand was not that big. Very small, little demand. And the demand was man Muslim, whoever will accept Islam, yusbihu akhan, he will be a brother of the Muslims. He will be a brother of the Muslims. Whoever will accept Islam, he will be a brother of the Muslims. Fi din, of religion, of deen. Lahu ma lahum wa alayhi ma alayhim. And they will take care of each other's rights and responsibility. And after becoming Muslim, when he will become a brother of the Muslims, then they will take care of each other. They will take care of the rights. They will take care of the responsibility. Okay, that's what the demand Muslim had. وَمَنْ يَدْفَعْ, and another one was وَمَنْ يَدْفَعْ, whoever will pay al-jizya, the tax, jizya, يَدْخُلُ, he will enter into the protection. يَدْخُلُ فِي ذِمَّة, ذِمَّة means protection. Whoever will pay jizya, they will enter into the protection of the Muslims. Okay, everything will be protected by the Muslims. فَيُدَافِعُوا عَنْهُ وَيَحْفَظُوا عَهْدَهُ, they will protect each other. That means Muslims will take care of everything of the people, those who will accept Islam or those who will pay the jizya. Okay, they will protect ahda, they will protect the ahda means pledge, promise. Hafizu means protecting. But lam yaqabal, didn't accept. Rustum didn't accept Islam. Wala daf'a al-jizya, neither he paid tax. Neither he decided to pay tax. He didn't accept Islam. He didn't pay the tax. لذلك, for that, lam yakun, there was no. Lam yakun means there was no way. There was no option. أمام المسلم, for the Muslims, or in front of the Muslim, إلا أن يحاربوه, except fighting with them. لذلك لم يكن, as Rustam didn't accept any of the option, that's why there was no way for the Muslims except fighting with the Persian soldiers. بدأ الاستعداد للمعركة, the preparation for the battle started. بدأ means started, استعداد means preparation, معركة means battle. وأصاب المرض سعد ibn Abi Waqqas, then all of a sudden he fell sick. He became sick. أصاب المرض means he became sick. سعد ibn Abi Waqqas, the what the army, I mean the commander. The commander سعد ibn Abi Waqqas became sick. فكان يقود المعركة. He was leading. He was leading in the battle. وهو راقد, when he was lying. راقد means he was lying on the bed. He was so sick that he couldn't stand up. He was laying on the bed, and he was leading the army from the bed. Okay. كان عدد المسلمين, the number of the Muslims, تحت قيادته, under his leadership, under his commandment. What was the number of the Muslim soldiers? The number was ثمانية وعشرين ألف, 28,000 soldiers were for Muslims. Mujahid means the soldiers. على حين بلغ مجموع الجيش. On the other hand, the you know Persian soldiers, their number was, the Persian soldiers number reached under the leadership of him. تحت قيادته means under the leadership of him, under the leadership of Rustum. The number of the Persian soldiers was what? مئة ألف, 100,000 jundi. They had 100,000 soldiers, okay, in the army of Persia. أقبل الفرس من الشرق. أقبل يقبل means approaching. The Persian soldiers approached from the east. Okay, from the east. Uh, what Persian soldiers approached. فَتَرَكَهُمْ سعد. Then Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, when he saw that the Persian soldiers were approaching from the east side, then he left them to يعبرون, to cross the river. Okay, I'm letting them to cross the river. عبر يعبر means crossing. Okay, crossing the river. He let them cross the river. وبقي, then he remained. بقي means he remained, he stayed. Okay, stayed or remain. Where he remained? في موقعه, he remained in his place, at his place. الذي اختاره, that was chosen by him, that he selected. من قبل, he didn't move from his place, he stayed at his place where he was. Okay. ومنع سعد جنوده من القتال. Then Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas stopped, okay, or asked the Muslim soldiers not to fight. He asked the Muslim soldiers not to fight, not going to the battle, except praying Salat al-Zuhr, except praying Salat al-Zuhr. Okay, he said that everyone has to pray Salat al-Zuhr first, then you will go to the battlefield. For what? لِتَقْوَى, to make strong. Okay, with the Salat, to make strong their nufus, to make their strong, to make strong what? Their confidence, nafs, themselves, to make them strong. وَتَشْتَدَّ عَزَائِمُهُمْ, and to make their confidence strong, to make their determination firm. Okay, Salat can strengthen or make their confidence, make themselves strong. That's why he asked not to go to the battlefield except praying Salat al-Zuhr. Okay. ولم يمنع المرض. Then what? ولم يمنع المرض. The sickness didn't allow ذلك البطل. Sickness didn't allow Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas to stand up. He was so sick that he couldn't stand up. He was too sick to be standing up. بواجبات القيادة, to accomplish his duty, to execute his duty of leadership. He was so sick that he couldn't execute the duty of the leadership. Then that's why فقد الطلبة, he asked. طلب يطلب means asked, من رجاله. He asked his soldiers. He told his people to carry him. حمل يحمل means to carry him إلى سطح الحصن, to carry him at the top of the fort. سطح means the rooftop of the fort. He asked the people, he asked the Muslim soldiers to carry him, to bring him to the rooftop of the fort الذي كان يقيم به, where he was staying. He wanted to stay at the rooftop. ومن هناك, from the rooftop, from here or from there, كان يتابع المعركة. He was monitoring me, monitoring. He was monitoring the battlefield. He was monitoring the battle. تابع يتابع means he was looking everything related to battle. ويصدر, and he was passing أوامره. He was passing or conveying his orders إلى واحد من رجاله, to one of the soldiers. He was passing his order, he was ordering one of the soldiers who was standing up. يقف means who was standing up. تحت الحصن, who was standing up under the fort, okay, under the rooftop. Then, whenever that man would get the order from Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, he immediately would convey the order to the Muslim soldiers, to the responsible soldiers for executing بأدائها. For what? For executing the order. That means he was at the top of the rooftop, so he couldn't go to the battlefield. That's why what he did, he selected a person who will stand up, under the rooftop, and Sa'id ibn Abi Waqqas will convey the order. Then the man will get the order. He will again pass the order to the, Muslim soldiers in the battlefield. This is how he executed his leadership. هجم الفرس, the Persian soldiers attacked أمامهم الفيلة, the war elephant. فيلة means war elephant, okay, war elephant, the elephant that were used in the battlefield. When the Persian soldiers attacked, they had what? War elephant in front of them. ترهبوا, and this war elephant or these Persian elephants were making the Arabian horses frightened, like intimidating. These elephants were intimidating, intimidating, intimidating the Arabian horses. خيل خيول, the horses. وتضرب الفرسان, وتضرب الفرسان, I should say. And these elephants were what? They were beating. خراطيمها, with the trunk, with their trunk. Trunk means trunk, the trunk, the long thing in front of the nose of the long nose of the what elephant. That's called trunk in Arabic. خرطوم, خراطيم. So the elephants were hurting or beating with their trunk to the Arabian horses. وَالتَّدُوسُ, and they were crushing. The elephants were crushing. تَدُوسُ, دَاسَ يَدُوسُ means crushing. مَنْ يَقِفُ, whoever they were getting, فِي طَرِيقِهِ, in their ways. In front of the elephants, whoever they were getting in front of them, they were just crushing them down. Okay, that's it, they were crushing them down. فَكَلَّفَ, then Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas gave the responsibility uh, to the archers. Rumat means the archers, Archers. Okay, those who threw or those who shot arrows. Then, after seeing this scenario, Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas gave the responsibility, the archers, to kill the Persian soldiers, to biqatlil fursi, to kill the Persian soldiers, those who were sitting upon or on the elephants. Okay, after seeing that, then Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas said to the archers to shoot their arrows to the Persian soldiers, those who were sitting over or on the elephant. فوق الفيلة. فلما تم لهم ذلك, when he did that, أطلقوا سهامهم, Then the archers threw their arrows. أطلقوا means shot or threw. سهامهم means their arrows. إلى عيون الفيل, to the eyes of the elephant. التي أسرعت بالحرب. And they ran away when they got attacked by the arrows of the archers. uh, the elephant became frightened, and they ran away from the battlefield. وجاء الليل, then the night came. جاء الليل means the night came. توقف القتال, the battle was over for that day. Night came, the battle was over. All right. وفي اليوم الثاني, next day, يوم الثاني, next day, وصل, reached, القعقاع بن عمرو. القعقاع بن عمرو came, reached, من الشام, from Syria. Okay. uh, Another helper for the Muslims came. His name was القعقاع بن عمرو. He came from Syria, Sham, على رأس كتيبة, becoming a leader of his battalion, becoming a leader of the army, the army of 100, cavalry. With a cavalry, he came. Qaqa bin Amr came from Syria to help Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas. That means to help Muslim soldiers with 1,000 cavalry. Okay, Katiba means battalion. Min Alfi Faris means cavalry. That means 1,000 horsemen. Litakuna madadan, for helping. Madadan means help, for helping. Lijayshi Sa'ad, to help the soldiers of Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas. He came. Al-Qaqa bin Amr came. And as a result, irtafa'at, rose high. R-O-S-I, the past form of R-I-S-E, the rose. Sorry, not the rose, rose high. Okay. Ruhul Muslimin al-Ma'nawiyah means the confidence of the Muslims rose high. They became really confident after getting the help from Al-Qaqa bin Amr, who came with 1,000 horsemen, 1,000 soldiers. وهم يرون القعقاع, they saw, the Muslim soldiers saw, يرون saw that قعقاع, the leader, يخترق الصفوف, he was disorganizing the lines. Sufuf means the lines, L-I-N-E-S, lines of the Persian soldier. اخترق يخترق means tearing. Okay, tearing or disorganizing, destroying the lines, battle lines of the Persian soldiers. Liyubariza, okay, to fight against a qaidan, against a leader, against a Persian leader. وَيَقْتُلَهُ, then he killed him. Okay, that was a scenario of the battlefield, that he started fighting against the Persian soldiers very hardly. فَهَجَمُوا, then they attack. على الفرس, then they attacked. Okay, the Muslim and the soldiers of Qaqa together, they attacked over the Persian soldiers, على الفرس, Persian soldiers, هجوما شديدا, hardly, intensively. ومزقوا صفوفهم, and they disorganized, they destroyed the lines of the Persian soldiers. And استمر القتال, the battle continued. استمر means battle continued إلى منتصف الليل, until midnight. This is how the battle continued until midnight. وفي اليوم الثالي, third day. وفي اليوم الثالي, third day, هجم الفرس. Okay, the Persian soldiers again attacked. وكان على رأس الفيل فيلان ضخمان, and now there were two huge elephant in front of the elephant team. Okay, in front of the elephant team there were plenty of elephant, but in front of all the elephants there were huge, big two elephants. Okay, وإذا, and when, إذا means when, بعاصم, that means one of the soldiers, والقعقاع, Asim and قعقاع, when يشقان, when they were when they were طريقهما, when they were disorganizing their way, when they were um, they were just destroying their plan. إلى أحد الفيلين, or إلى one of the ways of the elephants. يطعنانه, then they stepped. Okay, يطعنا means throwing an arrow or stabbing, stabbing, or throwing an arrow with a spear, spar. Okay, عينيه, that means when the Asim and Qaqa, when they were moving forward by disorganizing all the Persian soldiers, they what يطعنانه, they throwing an arrow into the eyes of the into the eyes of the two big elephants. وفي الوقت نفسه, at the same time. وفي الوقت نفسه means at the same time. وفي الوقت نفسه, at the same time, كان فارسان مسلمان آخران, other two Muslim horsemen يفعلان فعلهما بالفعل الثاني. They also did the same with the second elephant. When Asim and Qalqaqa was throwing an arrow to one of the big elephants. On the other hand, at the same time, other two Muslim soldiers, they were also doing the same with the other elephant. Okay, that means throwing an arrow to the eyes of the elephant. فرجع الفيلان, then went back, ran away. The two elephants ran away إلى النهر, towards the what? Towards the river. ومن خلفهما بقية الفيل, and behind them the other elephants also followed the two big elephants. They were also ran away. They also ran away. They ran away to the river. Okay, بقية means the other elephants. وانتهز المسلمون, and Muslims seized the opportunity. And at this time, Muslim got the opportunity, seized the opportunity. Fursa means the opportunity. Intahazza means getting or took, okay, or seized. فهد فهجموا, then they attacked. فهجموا, they attacked. هجوما قويا, they attacked very hardly. على الفرس, over the Persian soldiers. Muslim at that time attacked very hardly over the Persian soldiers. الذين كانوا أكثر عددا, and they were huge in number. The Persian soldiers were huge in number. They had a great number. واستمرت المعركة, the battle continued إلى صباح اليوم التالي, to the next day morning. Until the next day morning. The battle continued. This is how until the next day morning. وأخيرا, finally, هبت ريح شديدة. Okay, a strong wind came. A strong wind blew. هبت means blew. ريح means wind, wind. شديدة means strong wind came. فأطارت, blew away. This wind blew away the canopy. مظلة means the umbrella, the canopy. That means at the time, the soldiers leader, the commander, the leader used to use a mizalla. They used to use a camp. They used to use an umbrella or canopy as their camp, as their camping army camp. What happened to the camp of the Rustam? The wind came, the wind blew away his canopy or umbrella, mizalla, canopy, canopy. Rustum Ansari, when Rustum was on his place, on his bed. رمتها في النهر, and the wind threw his canopy, threw his umbrella to the river. Okay. كان رستم يجلس, and Rustam was sitting at that time on his bed. Rustam was sitting on his place, okay, on the elevated place. كعادة القوات, you know, similar to the other soldiers of Persian. All right. At that time, they used to sit on an elevated place. That's what they were sitting. When Rustam was also sitting on a high place or elevated place, at that time, a wind came. Then the wind blew away the canopy or umbrella to the river. Okay, Furat River. فشجع القعقاع. Then the قعقاع, not the قعقاع, then قعقاع encouraged his soldiers or asked his soldiers or pushed his soldiers, وزحف, pushed his soldiers toward him, toward Rustam, وزحف بهم إليه, and they ask all the soldiers. Zahafa generally means adventuring, but here would be to charge him, to chase him. Then when he saw that there was the situation of Rustam, everything was destroyed, his umbrella was gone. Then Kaka took the opportunity. He called his soldiers to chase Rustam. وزحف بهم وخاف Rustam. When he saw that the what soldiers of Qaqa was coming toward him, he became really frightened. Khafa means he was frightened. Okay, who was frightened. فأسرع إلى النهر, and he started running away to the Furat River. يريد أن يعبره, and he wanted to cross the river to go away. Okay, إلا أن فارسا, but the Muslim soldiers saw him. At that time, Muslim soldiers saw him. فنزل الماء, they got down the water into the river. ورآه, then they saw him. فقتله, then they killed him. The Muslim soldiers, or Faris and Muslim is one of the Faris and Muslim, one of the Muslim horsemen saw him. Okay, the Muslim horsemen got into the water and saw him and killed him. وعلم الفرس, and other Persian soldiers knew about the death, about the demise of their leaders. When other Persian soldiers knew that their leader Rustam was killed, was died, فانهارت عزائمهم, their confidence became low. Their confidence was destroyed. Okay, they were broken. وأخذوا, and they started. أخذوا means they started. في الانسحاب, they started giving up. وطاردهم, and the Muslims deported them, chased them. Okay, chased them. وأسروا, and Muslims imprisoned. IMPRISONED, imprisoned the Persian soldiers. منهم عددا كبيرا, that means they Muslim, what's wrong with my pen? Muslim imprisoned a huge number of Persian soldiers. That means captured a huge number of soldiers, Persian soldiers. Was stawlaw, and they became the owner. Istawla means they took the responsibility, or they took over. Ala ghanaim, the the assets or equipments of the field. That means ghanaim, which is, it's called booty, war booty, BOOTY, war booty. That means when a group or an army was defeated, at that time they ran away and they left everything. These things are called ghanaim kathira. It's called spoil also. Okay, spoil, SPOIL, and it's also sometimes called war booty. So Muslim got all the things of the Persian soldiers. وهكذا, this is how انتهت, over. معركة القادسية, the Qadisiyah battle was over with the defeat of the Persian soldiers. وبعث سعد, then Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas sent, بعث means sent, a representative. Okay, Rasulan, he sent a representative for giving these glad tidings, for giving this good news. Bashara Bashir means to giving this good news to the Khalifa, to giving the news of victory to Khalifa Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu ta'ala an, بهذا النصر العظيم, with the giving the good news of getting this big huge victory. All right. This Rasulan here means the representative. Bashara Bashiru means giving the glad tidings or good news. Bihad al-Nas al-Azim means with this great or huge victory. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.